Greetings, Ozobots. I'm Juan, Mr. Seri, bringing you another league with modern monogreen Hardened Scales. By the way, can you hear it? Can you not hear it? I finally got rid of this annoying background noise that was butchering my videos, making them less enjoyable than they could have been. And the reason is that apparently I found out that, I maybe can show this, but it doesn't matter. For some reason, I had like a second mic on my computer. I didn't know this mic existed, and it's apparently attached to my audio card, or like my motherboard, I guess. Somehow that was picking up noise. So it was like, even though I have no mic connected to it, it was sort of active, and it was kind of basically picking up this static that basically was no mic, right? So yeah, now that's supposed to be fixed. I was about to buy, like, I was trying like free trials of programs with noise cancelling. I've done everything I could do in OBS. I just couldn't get it to work. But now it's working, hopefully. Hopefully now it's crystal clear, my sound. I've also made some changes to the sound that you get, that's picked up by the microphone, so it automatically mutes, so you will not hear any background noise of somebody else in the house or something. I would like to do one thing which I have not tried yet. Nope. YouTube has this thing where you can actually go live, and I'm just gonna actually just try it. Go live. Does this work? I will allow. I've done it. Read the title: Modern Hardened Scales Monogreen. Public. Page stream. Custom thumbnail. Yes, have one. There you go. By the way, isn't this beautiful? Did you remember to count your kills today? Basically. How many wins were you gonna get? I guess, okay, then, I mean, I think it's a bit harder than I thought. Connect your streaming software to go live. This is harder than I thought. Maybe I need to restart. Let's say so file stream YouTube. Okay. It's coming. It's coming. Okay, maybe I'll just restart this whole ordeal when I... Start recording, start streaming. Excellent connection. Is it running? Oh, is it ready? Go live. I'm going live. All right, I'm live. Fantastic. I'm recording and going live at the same time. So I'll keep this on the right side. And OBS will be also here. Perfect. So I'll just... Oh, I'll stop this. Hardened Scales. Awesome. I'm live. It's hard to see myself. Yeah, there I am. So that's cool. That's cool. I'm just trying to see how that works. Is there a way to see myself? No, I don't want to exit. I like to just see this bigger. It's okay. Welcome, Ozobots, to a new modern Hardened Scales video / stream. Doing both at the same time. See if I can actually manage so many things at the same time, or I just fall short. Before we start, have you heard Or have you not heard? It is beautiful. It is true. We're not hearing this background noise. And the reason is we're not hearing is because for some reason on my motherboard there was the output for the sound card or microphone or whatever. And even though there was no microphone connected right now to the motherboard, it was still picking up. It was still enabled. So it was kind of recording this like static. So when I was going to OBS, then the thing was still picking up my noise, like this background noise. I downloaded Crisp. I downloaded some NVIDIA software. I tried everything in OBS and I couldn't make it go away. And the other day, like scrolling down my audio mixer, I was like, what the fuck is this? And I just turned it off, and apparently the sound is hopefully more crystal clear. I also made some changes to the microphone since I was into it. So now you'll probably not hear any background noise that maybe comes from the kitchen or whatever. It should be crystal clear. All right, let's get into the leak. This is the list, not very different from last time. The only major changes we've made, we've changed the Inkmoth Nexus to the beautiful tattoo. Why is it not getting bigger? Anyway, tattoo Inkmoth Nexus. I'm sure some people will hate them and it kind of will trigger them, and that will allow us to win the game. And main deck is the same. I like the main deck. I like the Steel Overseer. I wouldn't like to add another animation module. I've been very vocal against it in the past. Drawing 2 sucks. Drawing 1 is great. So that's what we're gonna be running. Cowdy on the Facebook group, he commented that maybe we're running 1 too little green sources, and I tend to agree. But we only have 8 green spells in our deck, and so technically all we need is 1 source. And all the other sources I like Darksteel Citadel, I like Phyrexia cores, I like Inkmoth Nexuses, of course. Maybe we could cut one Llanowar Reborn to add the 9th forest or another Nurturing Peatland, but Llanowar Reborn is also pretty excellent in the previous league. On the sideboard, we have 4 Dismembers, 3 Nature's Claims, 2 Veils of Summer, and 1 Grafdigger's Cage, 2 Grafdigger's Cage, 1 Pithing Needle, and 1 Relic Progenitus, 2 Damping Spheres. And actually, I'm just gonna do, if somebody can write something, I don't know. Anyway, but the idea with this is that I like to have, we were running 3 Damping Spheres before, but I think 1 Pithing Needle can be good in some matches where Damping Sphere is not good. Can host a little bit of Neobrand, and in general, I like the card. I'm a big fan of Pithing Needle, especially in a deck with Ancient Stirrings that can search for it. And it can stop a variety of, it can stop Stormforge Mystic, it can stop Barrier Scrolls, it can stop a lot of cards from doing their thing. And 1 mana cost is an artifact that can be sacrificed to Ravager, so I like it. And also, I changed 1 Grafdigger's Cage for 1, Relic of Progenitus. And if you remember the Banned Snowblade deck, I did take out the 3 Mimics, and I ended up having 1 Grafdigger's Cage, and I don't think Grafdigger's Cage is where we want to be in that matchup. I think Relic Progenitus does the same, and a bit better. And also for the Dredge matchups, Grafdigger's Cage stop them so long as they don't find an answer for it. Once they find an answer for it, they can just go off with a million Dredgers and Oxoranas and everything. Relic of Progenitus can completely exile their graveyard, and of course it doesn't stop them from that point on, but whatever they have in the graveyard they will not get to use anymore. It cycles, so it's also good against Jaunt. So we'll try 1 Relic of Progenitus, 1 Pithing Needle, so kind of making the deck a bit more diversified. As I said, I like the combination of artifacts with Ancient Stirrings that can find. So let's jump into a leak. Let's see how we do. Hardened Scales Monogreen, yes. Hard to top out last leak, of course. We went 5-0, but who knows? Maybe we can do also good. Funny, the stream is not showing exactly where I am. Alright, let's join the match. You know, I think wins and losses go a bit and come and go a bit like that, you know. Sometimes you will win a lot of games in a row and you feel invincible. And some other times you will lose a lot of games and feel that you're doing something wrong. But the most important is to learn from every game and try to keep improving. And, you know, eventually the wins will come, you know. Like, you can play almost... Like, actually, I was looking at the games. There are many instances where a slight misplay by our opponent or a slight misplay by us could have turned the tables, you know. And that doesn't mean you're just bad or the deck is bad. What is bad is this hand. It just means that you basically, you know, it's a game of percentages sometimes, Magic the Gathering, and sometimes you will have like the odd turn where you draw nothing and you just lose. I like this hand. 1, 2, 3, so we have 3 lands. I'll keep this. We have 3 Lions, Hardened Scales, Ancient Steerings, Ozolith. You know, since we have no payoff in this hand, we have 7. I'm gonna bottom a Forest and play Hardened Scales turn 1. Yeah, that's the thing, you know, like sometimes you will go 5-0 feel invincible, but you shouldn't let those results affect too much how you play. It's just Babel. I'll be playing against Death Shadow. Yeah. Taking us. Yeah, it's probably Death Shadow, right? Probably find a Watery Grave, and they will Thoughtseize us or Inquisition us. Not the biggest deal. If they discard Hardened Scales, we have the Ozolith. If they discard the Ozolith, we have Hardened Scales. They may discard the Ancient Steerings. That just means we have both Hardened Scales and the Ozolith. Of course, we have 4 lands. Inkmoth Nexus is so beautiful, I forget it's a land. Ugh. Yeah, we're clearly against Death Shadow. They have a choice to make, and they take the Ozolith. Yeah, this is good. It's probably the card that scares them the most. Yeah, they draw a card. Vicious Vow has gone down a lot in price recently. Yeah, it's a Ballista. That's excellent draw, actually. I'll put the Hardened Scales. Turn. Next turn, probably the Inkmoth Nexus. They don't play any land destruction, so it doesn't really matter. It's good to have it online. Yeah, nothing to do. They have 15 now, the Inquisition, so we'll take the Walking Ballista almost for sure. But it is. We can still look for something with Ancient Steerings. So they missed a land drop, interestingly, so I'll play an Ancient Steerings. It'll be fine. Maybe we should play it next turn, actually. I should play it next turn, in fact. Because if they have another discard spell, they can discard our Ballista. That was a punt, see? Punt. Hey. Hello, Alessandro. Sorry, I was actually not even expecting anybody to turn in. So the deck on paper is cheaper as... it's never been cheaper as it is now. So I don't know how we'll manage this, but the deck basically in paper right now is as cheap as it has ever been because you don't have Mox Opal. The only expensive card is Walking Ballista, Inkmoth Nexus, but Inkmoth Nexus is cheaper than it used to be. Also, we had some new Inkmoth Nexuses in town. Okay, so there's something with the audio. Yeah, it's almost the same list, Vinci. I can show the list now. They play this. Ugly dude. I can show the list now. It's here. Okay, this will actually make the recordings slightly worse. I don't know. I need to learn how to manage this, but I hope it's okay by everybody. So this is the list. Another land is not ideal. I'll play the other Inkmoth Nexus and play the Ballista. There's an argument to be made of in case that they would like I said, I would cast the Ancient Steerings this turn, but maybe it was better to not cast it, and then they need to take the Ballista. Yeah, so the deck in paper is maybe like $200, $300. Depends if you get like the nicest versions or you get like kind of crappy versions. It's a bit up to you, but I mean, if we check it online, if I can do that while we wait for our opponent to make decisions. I mean, this on Goldfish you will find like the most expensivest. Battle push on our Walking Ballista. I'll shoot them because yeah, good. Of course they can play Death Shadow and it's bigger now, but yeah. Oh lord, another forest. We are like really flooding this game. I am going to attack with both Inkmoth Nexus. That's, I mean, if they use our removal on Inkmoth Nexus, it's almost good. Well, I mean, what I would recommend if you don't have lots of money is this. I mean, if you look at the prices, there's really nothing that expensive. Only Inkmoth Nexus and Walking Ballista. Hangarback Walker, I mean, Arcbound Ravager has never been cheaper than it has been now. So yeah, they take a shadow push on one of our Inkmoths. I mean, since we have nothing to play in our deck, in our hand anymore, not much point. We don't really care about losing one land. If you lose Thoughtseize, that's good. Basically, it's gonna cost you some money, but you can start like slowly buying into it. That's what I did actually in the beginning. I was looking into car market, or depending where you're from other spot, and just slowly buy into it, and then eventually you will get it. There's a lot of basic forests on this deck, and you know, maybe in the beginning you don't have money for a Walking Ballistas, you can just Stonecoil Serpent. It's not that great, maybe. It's not like as good, but maybe good enough. So I'm gonna name Construct with an Metallic Mimic. So yeah, it's almost the same list, and we are getting mega flooded. We drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. We even Ancient Stirrings away like 3 lines. So they will probably dismember something, yeah. They're at 4. That means I cannot really dismember anymore, and that Shockland is like really dangerous. So yeah, I mean, we're most likely dead here. We need like a really great top deck. Well, this decent top deck, Ancient Stirrings. They may counter it if they have a Stomach Denial, and then we're dead. We're not dead, right? We can still block with the Inkmoth Nexus, so I'll do that. Yeah, so if you use car market, I would say you can. I'll show you after the game. If you can make an alert somehow that kind of tracks the card you want, and then you can just yeah, should I block it? You can actually just wait for them to be cheap, so you can find an offer and be like, okay, this is good enough. That's the good thing about the Inkmoth Nexus blocking here. Okay, they have 2 polluted deltas. Not sure they're too interested in fetching. Ugh, Throne of Geth. Definitely would not been very lucky without draws in this game, but Throne of Geth means if we draw Ballista, we actually can win if they don't counter it. They have 1 card left in hand. Island. Because if we draw Ballista, well, actually right now, oh, that's Raisin Borrow, that's easy. Okay, we lost the game 1, that's okay. Yeah, so we're against Grixis Death Shadow. Strong deck. 10%, 100% Italian chats. Well, I mean, that's fine, you know. I was actually gonna play the modern GP in, I forget what it was, the north of Italy somewhere. And then yeah, Dismember is probably good in this matchup, but I'm not sure what I would cut. So cards that I would probably cut 100% Steel Overseer and Metallic Mimics. You can see how low on resources we were, so not much point in having those cards. Other cards that are a bit on the slower side, it's maybe Geth is not that great on its own. And Dismember, too many Dismember is also a bit of an issue because it kind of kills us. So maybe I will go for 3 Dismembers only. And I just got a Worker. Yeah, it was Turing, exactly, sorry. It was Turing the GP. I was so excited to play that, and it also was when Rules was just released and I was winning a lot. And then I didn't get to go, sadly. But maybe next year I can go and we can hang out there. This hand is, I think it's good because we never want to mulligan against that deck, of course. We have some interaction, we have 2 threats, so they can discard not both of them. I'm not sure if the connection. But let's see. I'll start with the Hardened Scales. I don't have many ways to deal with it, and I definitely don't want them to discard it. If we draw land and they didn't discard either Hangarback or Ballista, I will most likely with Throne of Geth. But it looks like they're gonna discard one of the 2. Most likely the Hangarback, right? Inquisition, sure. I don't know what they could play that is good against us. You can see the stream is slightly delayed to real life, but may just take some time to get into it. But yeah, Hangarback Walker has been discarded. It would suck quite a lot to not find a land. Oh well, we found the land. So here's the thing. If we play the Throne of Geth first, then we get to proliferate this Ballista and actually get it to do something. But that means we lose to a... Yeah, I think I'm gonna play the Throne of Geth first. Next turn we get Ancient Settings for land and get the Ballista going. Yeah, I mean, if you're a mechanical engineer, man, you gotta... This just makes sense, right? I mean, you cannot argue against it. This matchup is very... Oh lord, another discard spell. Drawing Build Summer or drawing... I should cut both Throne of Geths. They're not done anything both games. And I regret not playing the Ballista. Okay, that's a Ravager. I'm gonna play the Ancient Sphinx. Animation Module or Hangarback Walker. Or Forest. You know, I feel that next time that we would be facing a Gormak Angler, probably they will fetch. No, they don't have fetch lands, but they... No. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they can tap out for a Gormak Angler and then the Dismember can deal with it. So I'm gonna play the Animation Module and hope to draw lands. They cannot really beat Animation Module that well. Yeah, I'll play it. If we draw land from here, we're in good shape. Yeah, vehicles. I mean, some people just will sell out of the deck sometimes, and it's a good idea too. Death Shadow. Another Death Shadow. They don't have blue. Triple deck. Jesus, man, the opponent is on the... He's onto something for sure. This is pretty brutal. Do we assume they have a removal spell? Yes, right. Yeah, you know, sometimes I think I'm gonna hold on this and I'm just gonna dismember one of them now that I can, because if not, if they have a Street Wraith plus fetch land, then it gets out of range. Yeah. It's okay, we can still win. It's not out of a question. They're at 11, so if they do a lot of stuff. Yeah, so we are at 16. I mean, we can die if they lower the life total enough, I guess. Thought Scour, sure. Another land. I guess they will go down to 8, so there will be 5/5 Death Shadows. Yeah, we're not looking good, by the way. I don't know if you noticed, but not looking good. Like the triple Death Shadow hand. Yeah, Maelstrom Pulse. Maelstrom Pulse will be good. I'm not sure I like Throne of Geth in this matchup. I'll get the top there. Okay, I have 3 cards in hand. Maybe they don't have removal. There's another land. If they have Tomorrow Battle Rage, it's looking kind of over. But we will still try. I'm gonna block both because I can activate a lot of things. You're gonna really beat them over Battle Rage in the end. This is not looking great now. 4 viewers now. I guess it counts myself also. Yeah, I mean, they had double Inquisition of Kozilek into triple Death Shadow. And I should not have kept the Throne of Geth. That was not a good idea. Good thing is if, like, alright, so that's the more Battle Rage on this guy. So this will be a 10-10. No, it will be a 5-5 double striker. Okay, that resolves. Something else, opponent? So what I'm gonna do is with, I can, actually doesn't really matter to proliferate or not. I'll try to make as big as a servo as I can. Doesn't matter proliferating or not? No, it doesn't. So yeah, he has trample, so we are not in good shape. I'm not even sure we can beat it, but we can try. So, okay, how it goes. I mean, if they have another of this, I mean, they only run 2. If I put it here, so if I put it here, the servo dies. But then we get the counters on the Ozolith, and then a Ballista wins the game. Not over, it's not over. You gotta believe. If we put the counters here, this will be an 8-8. We'll take 2 damage and kill this Death Shadow. And we hold on to the Ozolith so we can win if we draw a Ballista. I mean, if they have another Temor Battle Rage or a Fatal Push or something, yeah, we die. It's not over, it's not over, I believe. Oh yeah, of course comes fetch. Ugh, I forgot about that. So this will be a 8-8. Ah yeah, yeah, you were right, I was of course dead. Even if I had eaten it, I was dead. Sadly, we couldn't beat the triple Death Shadow draw. Yeah, if I had eaten the Ozolith, I was dead anyway, so... Damn it. Oh, Ancient Strings. We would have found a Ballista. I like to see this. I like to self-indulge in pain. Oh. Alright, so we lost to 0-2, so I was talking about how sometimes, you know, winning streaks can kind of mislead you. Like, I don't think we played... I think we kind of had a bit of a sideboarding error in this matchup. Yeah, Veil of Summer, maybe we need a bit more, but especially should not have kept the Throne of Geth. And I should not have played the Throne of Geth. That would have been awesome. That meant that he couldn't play the three Death Shadows as they did. Cocky Milk, oh man. It is. On the play, this hand looks great if we draw Green Source, but we don't have that many. 1, 2, 3. If I draw Green Source, this hand is good. If I don't, this hand is real bad. Yeah. This hand is alright. I'll keep bottom a Metallic Mimic. Done. I'm actually curious if you can hear any background noise. I know in the videos that they are normally background noise, but in this, okay, we're playing against Titan Shift, so we gotta go fast. And we have Inkmoth Nexus for that, so it's kind of nice. So yeah, we're gonna play the Inkmoth Nexus. We're looking for Ravager at this point. Yeah. So Titan Shift, I don't know if they play Bolt anymore main deck. I don't think they do. Not a super easy matchup. It's more like a race, but at least they. Oh, that's not a mountain. Why are you playing that? Okay, well that's not the end of the world, I guess. Okay, double bolt. So this is not Titan Shift. This is some red-green mid-range stuff. Interesting. I'm gonna play the animation model on the Steel Overseer. I mean, they just used 2 bolts. I know how many more they will be running. Why would you play this card? I've only seen this card played, like Shelter Thicket played in like decks that play that care about mountains. Steel Overseer, it's the first time I cast it since I added it to the deck. Scrap Troll is kind of slow, yeah. Steel Overseer is borderline extremely slow, right? So that's Verge of Paradise, wow. You got it, opponent. Okay, so line could be nice, line it is. So I'm gonna play the Scrapyard Recombiner, make a servo. It's an argument to play more lands. Is that animation model gets better the more lands you have. So I would say always yield. No. Must be a way to say no until the end of whatever. And Steel Overseer, of course, shining here that they have used all the removal already. So I'll attack with the top turn, pass the turn, allowing us basically next turn to make 4 servos. Yeah, I was fighting a lot with my. Please no Anger of the Gods. Club it off, okay. Alice Tracker, sure. You got it. Did he play a land already? No, did he? That's powerful. But I mean, I would probably will not even attack, yeah. Darksteel Citadel. You know what I'm gonna do? I can even sacrifice the Darksteel Citadel, which is kinda nice. I'm keep the servo. So okay, I'll do this. I know you guys know this, but you can actually sacrifice the Darksteel Citadel to do the thing. So I can cast this for 1. Say then Steel Overseer just does the thing. I basically want to get them over. They don't have lands for Talus Tracker, as you have seen, because they didn't play one last turn. I want to get them over like lands. No. This is quite the turn, eh? This is quite the turn. Just gonna shoot this down now. Now I'll attack with this and this. I mean, if they eat this top there, I don't care. I mean, if they eat this servo, I don't really care. But more where they came from. It's kind of nice. You can sacrifice the Darksteel Citadel. I noticed the other day. Scavenging Moose. All right, powerful monster. I think next turn we have lethal actually. Something. Because we could sacrifice the Scrapyard to itself, put the counters on the Walking Ballista. Let's see what we draw. And then we can basically clear their board and attack. Let me do the math. So I can... Is it better to put counters first? It is actually. I can put counters first, pump the whole team, sacrifice the Scrapyard Recombiner to itself, move counters here. That will be 5, and this will be 7. Then we can shoot. We have 2/2, we have 4, 7, 11, and then 2/2. That's exactly lethal. So let us do that. Put a counter on everyone. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like kind of cool. Yes. I don't even know. Yeah, I will say no from here, and I'll find another ballista for 2 just in case. So yeah, Scrapyard Recombiner can sacrifice itself, which is rather nice. So you can do this thing where you go here, sacrifices Scrapyard Recombiner, counters to the ballista. Yes. No. Okay. Find another ballista. Wait. No. So this one can do 1 damage here. One damage here. The reason I'm using this one counter is because that ballista, the one on the right, will not attack. I really didn't count it that much. Hello, Filippo. You're probably also Italian. Seems to be quite the Italian move here. No, not undo. Attack. Red-green mid-range we are playing against. Quite a deck. Seems that these members are good. They're playing a scavenging moves, but I don't know if that's enough for us to worry about. I mean, yeah, we have quite the Italian crowd in here. Nice. I wish I knew some Italian. Yeah, this game kind of came up very good. I mean, mid-range decks, still Overseer, even though it was amazing this game. On the draw, I like it worse. I like it less, so I'm gonna take it out. Maybe one Throne of Geth, get the axe. I'll take one Dismember out. I don't for Dismember. They actually can have a scavenging, so I'll calc one Scrapyard Recombiner. So basically, that's the logic with sideboarding, right? You wanna put, of course, the cards that are good. You wanna take the cards that are not good. But the most important is that you take cards in these matchups that are mid-rangey. You take cards out that are not good on their own, and that's why I took out one Throne of Geth, one Steel Overseer, one Mimic. And what else did I take? And one Scrapyard Recombiner. Just Scrapyard Recombiner is a fine top deck, but if you cast it and they just bolt it, it's kind of wasted. Jesus, man. We are not. I mean, truth be told, you need to be rather lucky to 5-0. And here we are more into the not very lucky territory. I mean, this hand is amazing with draw second land. You know what I mean? You know what? I'm just gonna go and keep it. I'm gonna take it the risk, guys. And girls, I don't know where you are. I mean, if you are identifying by any of the two sexes. We have 2 chances to draw land, and they don't have hand disruption, so I kinda like my chances. No land was found. But we can dismember if they play a bird or something, turn 2. It's alright. That's a bird. Yeah, I will yield until the next end step. I will dismember this. I don't want them to. First I use my mana, second I don't. Of course they could be playing Collector Roof, but my biggest concern right now is that we cannot cast our spells. Punished by the keep. It has to happen sometimes. It has to happen. Yeah, we pass the turn. I mean, we have a very explosive turn the moment we draw land. So, and if we just die, we just die. I really don't understand why they play that card. Why is that better than a Stomping Ground? So, wow, that's cool. They're running a bolt. Come on, deck, do it. Give me that land. No land. All right. I mean, this can happen with any deck, right? I mean, it was a risky keep, but I feel, of course, now we cannot really do the Metallic Mimic trick because they can bolt the Sakura Tribe Elder. That's great. Well, I mean, this is borderline very hard. We have 20 lands in our deck, maybe 49 cards, and we have drawn 4 cards. A Master of the Fells, Sakura Tribe Elder. I guess they could pop it now and see if they have another land on top. That would be good. Yeah, this. Good thing is Welding Jar protects our Metallic Mimic if they bolt it. That's good. So they do this, so they maybe get a line on top, but they don't. Okay. Punished. No, I keep this kind. This kind of hand, it has so much upside with so many. Yeah, they bolt us. They just kill us. Glorybringer. Yeah, we're not looking definitely great. At least they don't cast it. Anger of the Gods. Come on, cast it. Don't be shy. Oh no, that's not the Anger of the Gods. So they found another cursor. Come on, man. We want that land. We want it now. The public wants it. Okay. We drew 7 cards and we didn't see a single land. Yeah, maybe it's a budget deck, but definitely one of the best. Alright, so we're on the play I like Steel Overseer, and I'll tag one Mimic, I guess. We don't need to be so fast on the play. Dismember, I mean, it looks like they have a ton of good Dismember targets. I think we just need to draw hands and we'll be fine. But yeah, sometimes you just draw no lands, right? This hand again with no lands, but we have ancient strings and a green source, so I'm gonna lower this a little bit. I'm getting blank. Like it's the afternoon here, and oh boy, not much better. So I get to play a Hardened Scales. We have 2 lands. I just always see this as a no land. It is the perfect hand for being on the play. If they play a bird, we can just play Ballista for x=1 and shoot it down, and we keep the Ballista. We don't even play a bird. Whatever. We could actually get all these enablers on the battlefield now. I like that, and we can play Ballista next turn, and maybe get a servo out also. So what the fuck? I almost forgot. Animation model. That's what I want. Yeah, I mean, variance is part of the game, you know. Like, I'm sure we won some games where opponent didn't draw anything. So we just have to kind of accept that's part of the game. Imagine Ooze. Okay, not that scary when there are no cards in the graveyard. I'm inclined to look for a land with ancient strings. Hopefully we find it. Pendelhaven's good. Just wanna keep adding lands to my deck. So I'll play Walking Ballista. Again, Scavenging doesn't do much. Animation module doesn't do anything, and yeah, turn upon. I'm not gonna, unless they, if they attack, I don't care that much about 2 damage, honestly. They have already taken 3 from Nurturing Peatland, so. But yeah, I think dealing with this kind of frustrating losses, sometimes more frustrating than others, it's a part of being becoming a better Magic player is kind of figuring out how you can deal with those. And I like to think that anytime I'm unlucky or so they are bolting. The only question is, so if we let this guy actually, can we get to put extra counters on the Ozolith? Or we can just shoot it down. Problem is, if we let it die, then they can eat it. So I'm just gonna shoot down the Scavenging Ooze. Because it will be a 3/3 Scavenging Ooze, so yeah. Good play for our opponent to play this after combat. Oh wow, I just misplayed like crazy. Oh man. Welcome to Magic. Of course it will go down to the graveyard before it deals damage. Nah. I was outplayed here, I guess. Okay. I can dismember this. Play Hardened Scales and pass. Oh yeah, I'll do that and play the Ballista next turn with more counters. Yeah. Sometimes. That's a lesson for all of us, that Ballista will go into the graveyard and then can be eaten by Scavenging Ooze. Sure, you got it. Let's see what they play. I like to hold on with this Dismember because there's basically no downside on waiting, and I can see what else will they play. I will dismember it if it attacks. I don't want to take extra damage. Actually, I can even pay 1 less life. Huh. Very nice. I have a pump spell. Yeah, I should not have done that, of course. I should just let it go, play the second Ballista, and something untapped. Interesting. I still don't understand why they want the Shelter Ticket. Llanowar Reborn. It's quite good. I'll make a servo. I will not graft into it. I will play the Ballista. And the Ballista will come in with 3 counters. Sure, man. Bold the servo. I don't understand that. So they have 4 cards in hand. I will play the Ballista. Maybe they don't expect this Ballista, I don't know. They will come in with 3 counters. Cannot pay. Say okay. And I think I'll just say yes because the only removal spell they've shown me is Lightning Bolt, so that plays around it. I have 2 Recombiners, and I think we don't have that many Rift Shuffling effects. That's an advantage of playing fetch lands. But for that alone, I wouldn't play them. Thank you, Sheldon. Welcome to the stream. It's the first time trying it, so I actually just kind of like started recording the video, and then I said, "Oh, why don't we go live on YouTube?" I'll try to set up a Twitch. I have a Twitch, but yeah, I haven't really used it much. Also 6. There will be 8. So yeah. Actually, if they destroy this Ballista somehow, we have them with Inkmoth Nexus. Yeah, I need to figure out what is better. Like, I'm sure that the YouTube video may lose a bit of value by me streaming it at the same time. So maybe I need to figure out the balance between. Also, it's harder for me to take breaks. Like when I'm playing, you know, I just take a break and whatever. But if I take a break now. Wow, so I'm very happy that I got the counters on the Ballista. That's just... Sure. Man, I'm just gonna shoot this down. They have no mana to read anything. If I draw a Ravager, they're dead anyway if I draw a Ravager. That's kind of a bait for open like gaming. Okay, we are into live. Inkmoth Nexus. Not much to do with my mana, so I could draw a card, but realistically, I think I'd rather put a counter, well, 3 counters on here, and make a servo to defend. And basically, because they're playing only creatures, Ballista is sort of a walking fireball. They can just kill them. The next turn, they're facing down lethal. So, what do you guys think of this Inkmoth Nexus? I mean, I love them. I would like to have 4 of them in my actual deck. Oh, like the roof. So, it is the asshole. Whatever. It still needs to block a 7/7, I guess. Same with this. Cinderglade, they can play. Live. Yeah, these members are best draw right now, and we have 4 of them. Or 3 of them, I guess we used 1 already. Ravager. I cannot activate any abilities, so this time around I am going to draw a card. Hardened Scales. If I play, I make a servo. Play Ravager, make a servo. If I play a 4/4 Ravager, which could be rather relevant. What does this do? Whenever this creature enters the battlefield, transforms into Handmaster of Fells, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token and you gain 2 life. I'll attack first with Ballista. I'm guessing they will block. I'll be very surprised. They'll go very down. Okay, they don't. Interesting. I'm gonna play the Scales and the Ravager. Triple Scales. Yeah. Everybody hates them, I guess, the new arts. Maybe that's a psychological advantage over our opponents, guys. That's the way. That's why we play them. Yeah, both of them are convenient, I guess. Both. That's a Blobber. No, that's that's Glory Banger. That's an issue. So we can block it with Inkmoth Nexus if they exert. Do they exert? If they exert over this, that's not good for them. Because then we put 11 counters here. They are exerting. Sure. I'm not even sure. I think I'm gonna put the counters over the servo, honestly. Maybe they have a bolt for the servo. They have a bolt for the servo. This goes to waste. But I think 7 is already. Yeah, I'll put it. Good thing is the Ozolith is a triggered ability, it's not a. I'll tell you guys, promise. It's an 8/8 servo, the beefy one. So it's not a activated ability, so it means it can go through this collector roof boy. Actually, I mean, actually, Inkmoth Nexus, we can activate one Inkmoth Nexus, move 7 counters there. There will be 8 counters there, right? 4 plus 7 plus 1, 8. Will be almost lethal. This will not untap next turn. So yeah, this will not do anything, so might as well not play it. So I'll activate an Inkmoth Nexus. This will be 4 counters plus 3, 7 plus 1 is an 8/8 only. Yeah, I'm going to. If I move the counters to any of these guys, they actually need to block it. I guess they block just. Cannot really shoot the ballista because there's collector roof involved. And no, I will explain to you, opponent. 8/8. Could make a servo, but it doesn't block flying creatures. So I think I'm rather not make a servo. Attack with only the Inkmoth Nexus. No, it is not. They are triggered abilities. And modeler does not have counters. It generates them. There you go. So yeah, my idea is to win with Inkmoth Nexus next turn. I have a blocker in Inkmoth Nexus, and I have two poisons. So if they play sort of another Glorybringer and something else, we can activate this Inkmoth and block. That's my because if I activate both Nexuses and they find another hasty creature, then we can lose, maybe. I wanted to be safe, and activating both Nexuses didn't kill them any faster. So that's the reason. I want to have a blocker, a flying blocker. And they, I mean, probably know what they have in hand, and they probably don't have any interaction. So next turn, I'm just going to attack with probably both Inkmoth. Nah, both Inkmoth Nexus is done. Probably both. Yeah, well, opponent is a bit confused about how the Ozolith works. Understandably, everybody was confused when it was released. Everybody was like, So, I don't know what the opponent has in hand. Probably could know if I had paid a bit more attention, but my attention is quite divided. There's another Glorybringer. So if they have Glorybringer and a Bolt, we can die. But now we hit with the other Inkmoth Nexus. We don't. Yeah, we can wait for them to attack to activate the Inkmoth. They don't attack. So they're drawing a land. We also have a land. Yeah, okay, I have a land, so that's probably GG. So I'll activate both Inkmoth Nexuses. And with Pendelhaven, I can pump the other Inkmoth Nexus. That seems like a land. Maybe they have Bolt or something, I don't know. So I'll attack with both. I guess they block here. Yeah. So now we'll pump it with the other Inkmoth Nexus. That was a good draw against this land. And it. Not an easy game. Not an easy game. 10 poison. Yeah, I was playing Gruul mid-range. It's kind of like a Bonza, but without the Bonza, you know, with more grindy stuff like Course of Crucifix and stuff. So I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be right back. I always say I will edit it out of the video, but then I forget it, so whatever. Just wait. Just go get a drink. Just move the video forward. I don't know. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's find another match. I'm not yet back in the stream, but it's okay. So yeah, if I had, as you could see, if I activated both Nexuses and they had two Glorybringers and like had Glorybringer and a Bolt, we were dead. So that's why I didn't activate it. How can I? It says that all your stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. I don't know how to help you. Is there something I can do about it? Maybe there's something I can play around the settings. Yeah, I mean, this was a kind of a weird games. I don't think I played particularly great. Okay, we are on the play. So if we play this Fortress and Hardened Scales, then next time we can play the Ozolith. That's something. Of course, we could start with Llanowar Reborn, but I'd rather use my mana, you know. And if we need to wait one turn to play the Ballista, that's okay. We can also get the Ozolith down. An interesting deck the opponent was playing. It didn't seem to be playing Utopia Sprawl. That flow you got is... The flow, yeah. Oh no, it's a control match. No, it's spirits probably. Okay, since it's spirits, I'm gonna get down my guy before we get crowded in here. You'll also be listening to music if YouTube would allow that. I don't know if you're good at it, but do not listen to me. We're playing as Merfolk. This is the reality. No, it's Alia. You know, I'm just gonna shoot it down. I play Llanowar Reborn. Maybe that's not a great play, but I'll play the Arcbound Ravager and move the counters. Next turn we have lethal with the Ballista. I'm not even sure if I want to attack with the Ballista for 1 damage. Because if they block with Sack Ravager, nah, just not. 1 damage is not worth it. So we are again something taxes, I guess, with blue, white. To draw a land, we can play Scrapyard. No, even without the land, we can play Scrapyard Recombiner. I guess this is a spell queller that's incoming. Welding Jar. A lot of mana open our opponent. Just play a Welding Jar to see if they do something. Blue, white, death, and taxes. Yeah, that's what we are facing. I could see myself playing these Ancient Syrinx, finding a land and then going. Not just a good land. Yeah, 100%. If I play a Scrapyard Recombiner, I'm just gonna play the Ozolith, you know. Maybe they calculate it. What do I think is more broken? Hard to tell. So they're basically tapped out, I think. So we're just gonna. So this is lethal actually. We sacrifice here. That's 8 counters. Go over here. Move them. It's 9. There's a 10-10. No, it's so. Cancel. I'm just gonna attack with the rabbit. I mean, this Welding Jar was not doing anything anyway. I give it a 3. Why Mutavault though? I wonder what Mutavault actually is. Is it like the cave itself? This only stops instants and sorceries. We are playing against spirits in some way. So all spirits creatures you control get +1/+1 and have hexproof. They even attack. It's like some statement. I'm attacking. Hitting you. I don't know if that's good. I have 2 cards in. They could have Path to Exile, I guess. They can have Path to Exile. That's the only thing that scares me. Okay, in that case, I'm going to play the Scrapyard Recombiner. I should not have that Inkmoth. And then I'm going to sacrifice it. Move the counters over the Ballista. Yes. Counters here. Can basically shoot these two guys down on attack. We're gonna do that. Shoot here. We don't want them to have two of these in play at the same time. This is lethal already, so we don't need to do anything else. If they reduce a blocker, like they maybe do. I can activate, yeah, that's activate the Inkmoth Nexus, sacrifice here, yeah. I'll sacrifice the Inkmoth Nexus, sacrifice the Ravager to itself, say yes. Okay, yes. Save targets, Q. And kill them. Easy peasy. I need to catch up with this. Yeah, you know, Companion. I mean, it's hard for me to tell what is more broken, but definitely Companion felt like it wrapped it felt like it limited diversity. You know, when Phyrexia mana was printed, there were not that many cards, but right now we have all these cards, right? And of all these cards, you have to play these few specific cards that kind of limit how much you can what can you put in your deck, right? So I guess that's not so good. Animation module, basically all the dudes fly, so no point on that. I think I like to cut Welding Jars on animation modules. Just animation modules, everybody flies, and yeah, if you're gonna block with servos, they become worse. And I just add for these members. That's the way we go. Yeah, but Companion kind of limited the deck diversity in a way that I didn't like it. I mean, I like playing Nurturing Scales because it was powerful, but it always ended up being a bit of a nuisance, I guess. That it made so when I was thinking of a new deck to play, I was always thinking, can I fit a Companion in there? Whereas what you should supposed to be Magic is like you have all these cards, right? All these limitless possibilities, and then you choose from them to make a good deck. Instead, I was always thinking, oh, this deck, for example, I was thinking of a zero deck. Okay, this hand is a mulligan. And it's alright. It's not great. They're mulliganing also. Do they keep 6? Yeah. They also keep 6. Hangarback. Yeah, we have good chances of drawing green. Okay. Nothing was played. Maybe I have Path to Exile. That's I'm gonna play the Ancient Strings. Ravager, Worker, Phyrexia. We gotta get the Ravager here. And we hope to draw more lands. But yeah, Companion kind of made it so, like for example, when I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna Battle Chains. When Battle Chains enters the battlefield, target speed gains hexproof. You make a speed so as if they had flash. Sure. Since we're on the draw, I don't mind doing what I'm gonna do right now, which is to just shoot down play a Ballista, shoot down this guy. Remember to pay for it. It's because I don't need to do it now, but just if they start flashing in dudes, the pump and everything, the game becomes kind of hard, right? So he also kind of protects a life total. They are representing Spell Queller, so I'm going to play Ravager. If they Spell Quell it, I can dismember it. Didn't even do that. Alright, so I have Dismember on the back. Yeah. It's because if you play an X, spell and it gets exiled, spell quality will come back as a 0/0 and die. Another rattle chain. Is it other spirits? A target spirit, because they target themselves. Sure, I don't really care. Don't cost that. We could of course kill it now. Yeah, going for it. Target, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Do you think they have Path to Exile for the Inkmoth Nexus? Wow, this enchantment. Classic. I always like sacrificing the Arcbound Ravager, just kind of makes a statement, you know. Maybe have Path or something. You know, since they're kind of tapped down, I'm going to play the Steel Overseer and the Walking Ballista. If we get to untap, the thing is with the Walking Ballista, if they do something to it, we can shoot down the rattle chains. Funny I left that Steel Overseer in. I guess all the cards were bad. Three cards in hand. I don't care if they attack. We're still at 17. They have flash with all the spirits, so that's one thing we need to be careful with. Un poco. Momento. Alright. So that's a Darksteel Citadel. That means we can play Hangarback, activate Inkmoth, and hold on Dismember. Alright. So I'm gonna play the. Let's not pretend. I'm gonna play the Hangarback. Put a counter everywhere. Two flying gives hexproof. Sure. So I'll destroy it now that I can before they have time to. You're not supposed to do it like this. So you take damage first. I guess I could have just force, but they could have Mausoleum Wanderer, I guess. I will shoot this down. Opportunity. If they play Mausoleum Wanderer, we just kill it with a Ballista. Two cards in hand only. Enjoy, Sheldon. Thanks for hanging out. That was fun. I mean, I need to figure out a way to make the chat bigger. It's so far away. Like, must be a way to make it like a pop-up so I can make it bigger. It's like on the far right corner of my vision. So they have 3 poison. Yeah, Steel Overseer. I mean, they have 3 cards in hand. But basically, you want to kill the lords before they have 2 lords, because if they have 2 lords, they are both hexproof, and they also become much harder to kill, right? For example, this guy, it's a lord. Yeah. So it's an Ozolith. That's an Ozolith. I'm gonna start by sacrificing Nurturing Peatland. Throne of Geth. I think I'm gonna keep attacking with the Inkmoth Nexus. I think that makes sense. I will leave the stream after this game. I'm sorry I don't have more time to interact, but I gotta go. May have a path for this, but that's also fine. The counters will go into the Ozolith, and then we can move them into a Ballista. This deck has got such an upgrade on the Ozolith. Like, before, you know, you didn't draw... Like, somebody at my LGS put it better than anyone I heard. Is like, Scales is a okay deck when you don't draw Hardened Scales, and a broken deck when you draw Hardened Scales. And now you basically have 7 Hardened Scales in your deck. And they also operate well, really well together, both Ozolith and Scales, right? So... Also, Throne of Geth gives us an alternative win condition in that we can proliferate their poison counters. Flash. It doesn't limit. We're at 10. Attack for 4. Yeah. Need that attack the die to Inkmoth. We can actually sacrifice this. We can do some nice stuff. The Putative Detention. See what they go for. Steel Overseer. That's alright. But then we get the counters on the... Oh, we don't? Ah, yeah, we do. So we get the counters on the Ozolith. How broken is that? They exile the... they exile the... Yeah, they exile the Steel Overseer, and we get 2 counters for free. And we win the match! Awesome, we're 2-on-1. We lost to Death Shadow in a spectacular fashion, I must say. We're spectacularly beaten. We beat this green-red deck. That was kind of a guile, but they played some strange cards. And then we beat Spirits, and you can see the key of playing against Spirits is not letting them go into this board state where they are basically always countering your stuff, so you kind of need to be somehow proactive and be proactive on removing their threats, right? If we had left this the Drogskull's captain alive, then we would have died more than likely, because they would have the other lord, they would have the vital chains, and then becomes quite hard to win. But from here, you know, we play the Throne of Geth. I wonder what we drew. Ravager. So we can play the Throne of Geth and Ravager. And yeah, we can do lots of things. We can sacrifice these. We can sacrifice the Hangarback. We can do tons of things. I mean, we can kill them one way or another, for sure. But yeah, that was the. I don't think we were the. I mean, we had an average draw. We didn't have Hardened Scales. I don't know. I haven't played this matchup a ton, honestly, especially lately. You can definitely lose this matchup if they. So how you usually this matchup is, they start with 1 spirit, any spirit, and from there they start countering everything with Spell Queller. Their creatures become too weak for you to kill them with Ballista. That's how you lose with this deck against spirits. But if you're able to keep like their creatures down, and then you're normally in a good spot. Also, it really helps, because if they exile a creature or they path it, and then you still get the counters, it's super good. And of course, the sideboarding is also nice. I know you catched it, but I subboarded out animation models and welding jars, which, I mean, if they bring in Disenchant, maybe it's, I don't know what we'll bring this back. And then we brought in the 4 Dismembers, and Dismember really is strong against them. Basically, you don't want them to go white on you. If you can keep it to 1 or 2 spirits, they're manageable. The problem is when they get like 3 lords and they are holding Spell Queller, you have trouble, and you die pretty quickly. So it's a matter of not letting them out tempo you. And of course, you have to be lucky. Like if we have to say we were lucky in this game, we were lucky because we drew a lot of lands. If we were stuck on lands, we probably would have lost. But that can be said about anything. I think we had some nice okay lines. But yeah, this was the stream. I'm sorry it's not a whole league, but I gotta go and I gotta do some construction work at home. And I'll see you guys, girls, squares, wherever you are next time with some more. This video will come live probably tomorrow, and I will try to stream the rest of I'll try to stream it and record at the same time. I mean, I don't know if I will go crazy in the process, but it's been fun. I need to figure out how to make the chat bigger so I can read it. Like I mean, I need to kind of get close to it, and I'm sure I get out of the camera to read it. That's not good. I'm sure YouTube has figured it out. Ah, pop-up chat, there you go. I can actually pop it up and make it super. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. Thanks a lot for everybody that tuned in. That was super fun. You know, 5 people live. That's awesome, more than I ever had. And thanks for watching on YouTube too. Let me know in the comments if you think this was a bit too much all over the place, reading the comments and everything, and I'll try to figure out a way to do it better. But yeah, thanks, and see you next time.